Have you ever met someone who desperately wanted love, but the moment things started becoming real, they suddenly changed? One day they're interested. The next day they're distant. Replies become slower. Conversations feel colder. And sometimes they even create problems that never existed before. It's confusing. Because from the outside, it looks like they lost feelings. Like they changed their mind. Like they simply stopped caring. But what if that's not what's really happening? What if someone can secretly want love, while unconsciously pushing it away at the exact same time? Because psychology has revealed something strange about the human mind, people often sabotage the things they desire most. And the unsettling part is, many never realize they're doing it. Because some of the biggest battles in life aren't happening around us. They're happening inside us. And today, you're about to discover why some people destroy relationships that could have actually made them happy. But stay until the end. Because one hidden pattern near the end explains why people repeat the same painful relationship cycle for years without ever noticing it. Before we continue, subscribe if you're curious about the hidden things your mind does without asking permission, because some of them could already be shaping your life right now. Love sounds simple on the surface. Most people say they want someone who understands them. Someone who accepts them. Someone who stays. But real love asks for something many people aren't prepared for. Exposure. Because the closer someone gets to you, the more they begin seeing the parts of you that everyone else misses. Your fears. Your insecurities. Your weaknesses. The parts you spend years trying to hide. And that's where things become complicated. Because being truly seen sounds beautiful, until it actually happens. Think about that for a second. People say they want deep connection. But deep connection requires vulnerability. And vulnerability means risk. Risk that someone sees the real you, and decides to leave anyway. Now here's where things become even more interesting. For someone who has experienced emotional pain before, the brain can quietly begin treating closeness like danger. Not physical danger. Emotional danger. And once that happens, the mind starts doing something most people never notice. It begins protecting itself. Even when protection isn't necessary. But here's the part many people completely miss. These patterns usually don't begin in adult relationships. They often begin much earlier. Long before dating. Long before love. Think about it. The first lessons people learn about connection usually happen during childhood. The way affection was shown. The way comfort was given. The way people handled conflict. The way emotions were treated. All of those experiences slowly build something psychologists often describe as an emotional blueprint. A hidden map inside the mind. And if someone grew up around inconsistency, criticism, emotional distance, or unpredictable affection, their brain can quietly start treating emotional instability as normal. Which creates a strange problem later in life. Because healthy love can start feeling unfamiliar. And humans don't always run toward what's healthy. Many times, they run toward what's familiar. Read that again mentally. People don't always choose what feels right. Sometimes they choose what feels known. And this is where many people accidentally trap themselves. Because when someone finally treats them with patience, consistency, kindness, and genuine care, something strange can happen. Instead of feeling safe, it can feel suspicious. Suddenly thoughts begin appearing. Why are they being so nice? What if they change later? What if this isn't real? What if I'm getting fooled? And little by little, fear starts replacing peace. Without realizing it, they slowly pull away from the exact thing they wanted. Now here's where it becomes even deeper. Love introduces something many people struggle with more than they realize. Uncertainty. You can control your schedule. You can control your routines. You can control how much effort you put into something. But you cannot completely control another person's heart. You cannot control their choices. You cannot control whether someone stays forever. And for people who rely on control to feel emotionally safe, that uncertainty can feel terrifying. Because real love always comes with risk. Risk of rejection. Risk of disappointment. Risk of loss. Risk of pain. And some people unconsciously decide something before anything bad even happens. They decide to leave first. Because if pain feels inevitable, the mind starts thinking, if I leave now, at least I stay in control. So they become distant. They stop communicating. They create arguments from nowhere. They slowly disappear emotionally. Not because they don't care. Not because the connection meant nothing. But because part of them believes hurt is only a matter of time. And here's the truth almost nobody talks about: most people aren't actually running from love. They're running from what they believe love will eventually bring. Rejection. Abandonment. Pain. Loss. Love simply shines a light on fears that were already there. And now for the part one told you to remember earlier. Many people spend years believing they're unlucky in relationships, when they're actually repeating invisible emotional patterns again and again. Different faces. Different names. Same cycle. And unless those hidden patterns become visible, the same story keeps repeating. If you enjoy discovering how psychology secretly shapes behavior, subscribe and join us. Because if your mind can quietly push away something you deeply want, imagine what else it's doing behind the scenes. Watch the next video. Because your brain may be hiding things from you that you never expected.